let's get into it. Hit him with the board. Brought to you by FanDuel.
Let's do it.
I always say America's Sportsbook. Make every moment more.
Well, last year it was whatever. We updated it. They updated.
Texas is back.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
First game is the London game. It's the Bills -5.5 against the Jags. Jags staying in London.
Yeah.
Any edge to that? Bills off a big, emotional, flop it on the table kind of game against the Dolphins.
Jags aren't right. The Jags aren't right. That offensive line's not right. They're not clicking. They're not the team I thought they were going to be. They're not taking that step forward. And
But
for
can't
me,
they still be that team?
yeah, sure, but not with Buffalo coming to town. And you put the stat in here, my brother.
76% of Josh Allen wins are by 7 or more.
And I just feel like laying 5 or 5.5, you're in that dead number. It's south of 6, so the 2-point conversion doesn't bother me as much. I think it's a Bills play. I just feel like the Bills asserted their dominance last week. The Jaguars are just not up to the task. They're not a well-buttoned-up machine. They're not and again, that offensive line is just bad. I actually was leaning Bill. I hate betting the London games. Let me be very upfront with the listeners. I hate it. I wish they'd get rid of these games. But for me, it was a Bills lean. There are 5s and 5.5s available. Why? You want to make the case for Jacksonville? I'm listening.
Well, I kind of already did. The Bills are coming off an emotional high. Jags are staying where they are. They actually have done a decent job against the run this season, and the Bills have been run on. So maybe this is back to basics, big ETN game. Make life a little easier for Trevor Lawrence.
You're trying to sell yourself on this.
I think it's a lean, and I think I'm trying too hard, so I'm not going to play it.
Okay.
But Jacksonville's the side I like.
Generally speaking, I know I could dig the stat. The favorites in the London games are covering at almost 70%.
So throw that in with the Allen stat.
I'm going to go Bills.
Gambling, you're not 100%, but that's pretty good odds.
And again, I'm probably going to get myself in trouble this week because I've been way too hot in the NFL the last 2. It's going to be rent's due week, but I actually like the Bills here. Go ahead.
Let's go to the 1 o'clock window. Falcons, Texans, Atlanta -1.5 at home.
Atlanta. Texans are just overvalued. Look, Stroud has been making history. He's been fantastic as a rookie. It's a buy low, sell high spot.
Yep.
I got to sell the Texans high. They're going on the road. And I got to buy Atlanta, who's dead cat bouncing with Ritter. Get blown out in Detroit, look like assholes. Go to London, look like assholes. You got Arthur Smith coming out going, Ritter's still our guy. They're at home. It's a rookie on the road they're facing. And I am at a point now, I have to bet Atlanta here. The market can't really be lower on Atlanta. I believe one of these is a playoff team and one isn't. Here's a hint. I'm betting the playoff team. Give me Atlanta.
Open 3.5. Everybody flooded Houston. It got bopped all the way down to 1.5, which is now where you want to be. Taking a home team, the Falcons. And if you want a football reason,
they lowered the basketball hoop so I could actually dunk. They lowered it to Evan. Remember rocking out on an 8-foot hoop? Like, they lowered it now to where we can get a dunk.
You're like Jason Richardson in your driveway?
Yeah, we can get rim. I'm going Atlanta -1.5.
Beyond the buy low, sell high stock market index from your econ classes at Austin. Here's a football reason. Atlanta not getting sacks yet, but they're getting pressure.
Yeah.
Top 5 in the NFL in pressures, top 5 in the red zone. They are stout against the run. This is not a Stroud's fraudulent. It's a come back down to earth moment. Atlanta wins this game.
Yes.
I'll join you on the Falcons.
Okay. And I feel better about it that you're joining me. And I mean that with no smarm.
The next one we got to sort out together because we are very close to it.
Yeah.
The Lions are a really good football team.
Absolutely.
They're -10, laying 10 points. What? Okay, 10.5 against the Panthers, who have a rookie quarterback who has not looked good.
Listen, Lions still have injury concerns.
As we tape today, St. Brown, we'll see.
Yeah, I just...
Offensive line getting there.
What do we always talk about? You don't just flippantly lay double digits in an NFL game. I mean, last week we took the Jets getting 9.5 against Chiefs.
Correct.
The Lions are really good, but are they good enough to cover double digits? Are they good enough to take a laser focus approach to a game? Let's face it, all the players know they're playing a bad team, they're playing a rookie, the whole bit. Normally, I would just say you'd have to bet the Panthers. Here's what concerns me. You can't run the ball on the Lions.
Correct. Number one run defense.
And if it's Bryce Young, one-dimensional, no run game on the road.
No winners on the outside.
Ford Field's going to be a fucking zoo.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lean to the points. I would never bet the Lions here.
No.
It would be lean Panthers, but Jim, I don't know if I'm ready to jump into that water because it is, again, if this was C.J. Stroud getting 10.5, you got my attention. Bryce Young has looked horrible.
You want
horrible.
You want bet differentials. We're into that. It's a tool. We don't live by it, but bet differentials. 15% of the bets on the Panthers, 37% of the money. That's a plus 22%. It's one of the 3 best money differentials in the league this week. If you like the Panthers.
This opened up before the Lions played the Pack. It was Lions minus 4.5. Now, what I'm saying is, are the Lions really a touchdown better because they beat Green Bay in a pick'em?
No.
No.
But
I have a real problem betting a rookie on the road.
Okay.
And here's the other thing. The Lions' defensive line as a whole is getting a ton of pressures. Bryce Young should be on a package of cookies. He is the Keebler elf. I really am not comfortable. Now, Jim, if by the time my plane touches down on Sunday and I'm driving home and I see this thing is moved up to 11.5,
it's not going to
12.5.
get much bigger.
Jim, why not? If it crossed 10 and no one's betting them as we sit here taping, this thing could get out to 12 or 13. You almost have to take the Panthers. But I can't.
But is that because we're too close to it?
No, I'm treating it like take that stupid Lions logo out of it.
Okay.
No one, unless you are maybe Philadelphia, maybe San Francisco, no one should be laying 10.5.
Well, let me just ask this. If this game was in Philadelphia and it was 10.5, would you take the Panthers?
No.
If it was in San Francisco, 10.5, would you take the Panthers?
No.
Cowboys in Dallas, would you take the Panthers?
Yes.
Okay.
But you and Dallas are the same.
Okay.
I think you're the next team. Why, you want to put this on there?
I'm kind of talking myself into it.
Shit.
Why? Why is that? What's that for?
Because I know I can already visualize. I get home, I'm going to shower, I'm going to get comfy, I'm going to start my Sunday, be ready to relax, and there will be a moment where I go, what the fuck was I doing betting on this 4-foot-tall quarterback?
But I won't feel bad. Like, Mike, as a Lions fan, if my team goes in 10 days after a big celebration win and drops a bomb on Carolina and wins by 2 touchdowns, it's not going to ruin my Sunday.
This is a betting pod.
No, I know, but emotionally,
I don't give a shit about your feelings. We have to deliver winners to the people. What planet are you on?
I think it's a winner. I do. And I'm saying if it doesn't hit, I'm not going to cry about
it. That's ridiculous. Listen, if you're going to bet the Panthers, bet it. But you don't do it just so you can say, ooh, I paid for my happiness. Nobody wants to hear that.
I said if that's the worst case scenario,
do what you want.
I'll pass. We'll keep moving down the board.
Do what you want. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is there any interest in getting into the Sam Laporta market? Did you see what he's listed at?
Are we finally putting props up early?
Yeah, I got him right now.
Okay,
Anytime touchdown or first time. Anytime Laporta touchdown, plus 250. First touchdown, plus 1,200. The idea that St. Brown could be banged up or compromised. The idea that Laporta's getting better with every goddamn week. Let's talk about it.
I'd like to see Carolina against tight ends. Go back the last couple weeks and do this. It's not the best way to do this on the fly, but who'd they play last week?
What, Carolina?
Yeah.
Look at their asses.
They played Hawkinson and the
Vikings.
How did Hawkinson do? I mean, just for some comps. I mean, are tight ends killing them? Because if they are, then you feel even better about diving into the Laporta business. Player stats last week. Let's get the specifics.
Laporta over
2 catches, 24 yards for Hawkinson.
Laporta over under receiving yards, 43.5. That's an over. All right, you want to bet this game? Here's what you bet. Laporta yards and a Laporta touchdown. Put them together. What do you get?
With the Lions money line.
No.
No?
Oh, yeah, you can do Lions money.
That's
Go
what I'm
ahead.
saying.
Plug this in. Just for shits. Let's provide some value to the people. Go Lions money line, Laporta yardage, Laporta anytime TD. What's that spit out?
I'm doing it. Hang on.
I'm hanging on where I got to be. I got a radio show.
Laporta anytime touchdown, and you want his receiving yards
Yeah,
as
over
well.
43.5. And Lions money line. What do you got?
Well, the only receiving yards I have right now are Thielen. I can't bet anybody else's receiving yards.
I'm looking at it.
FanDuel only has Adam Thielen.
What's the touchdown plus the money line?
The money line plus the touchdown is plus 230.
So then once the yardage gets in there, it's probably plus 500.
Yeah.
To me,
So
if
you
you're,
Laporta Lions win.
if you're gonna play the game, I'd play it that way. I'd put a quarter of a unit
Yourself
on
4
that.
or 5 to 1 and
That's
knock yourself
it. And
out.
just relax. I'm not going to stress out by betting Bryce Young. I can't do it.
Okay.
I'm already betting Desmond Ridder. Do you know what my card looks like if I have Ridder and Bryce Young? I got one bald guy, one 3-foot-tall guy. The next thing I'm going to be betting on a guy with one arm. I'll be betting the guy who killed Richard Kimball's wife. Come on, I can't. Next.
You don't want to bet one rookie quarterback, but what about one who's playing at home? What about Anthony Richardson plus 2.5 against the Titans?
You can make the sales pitch on this. I am not going to bet against Vrabel as a dog 2 weeks. Or I'm not going to bet Vrabel 2 weeks in a row. It never works out.
I'm a little leery of rookie quarterback going up against a good defensive coach in Vrabel, but this is a home divisional dog, a double D, not a triple D. I don't know that there's desperation. Everybody's 2-2, but this is a home division dog. Jonathan Taylor back. Colts D line is where I think we need to focus. First in TFLs, fifth in sacks. They have a trench edge against Tannehill and a bad offensive line, getting points at home. And Richardson, while he's not the most polished quarterback, is a playmaker. And I don't really know what Vrabel's going to do to contain him. I mean, maybe make him a pocket passer. Is that what this turns into? They force him to be precise for
There's
4
just
quarters?
something very strange about this game that it opened up Colts -1.
It's flipped.
And it's a split package. It's bets and money. It's basically
So who's
50-50.
moving
The right people are moving it is what it
So
tells
am I
me.
on the right side or the wrong side?
You're on the wrong side. Because now the Titans are laying 2.5. Even though it's 50-50.
Everybody's the sharp money is Titan money.
I'm just saying.
And it's Vrabel against a rookie quarterback.
Losers like us don't move lines.
Right.
If it's 50% money, splitsy, why would they move the line when the Colts were -1?
So I had noticed it was 1.5, 2.5. If it's moving in your favor, it's probably not a good thing.
It's 2.5. Well, here's what I would say to you.
Stay
if this
away.
keeps going the way it's going, wait for a 3 to pop and grab the Colts.
Okay, so I'm not going to play the Colts.
Okay, I would, and I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying.
But
People,
we
the way
talked
it
about
works
this
is
card is a tough.
when
tough
everybody
card.
bets one side, the line is supposed to move accordingly to encourage bettors to go to the other side. If there's no bet advantage, why would the line move? I'm asking.
No, it's you have to ask yourself.
Carry on.
Next game, your Giants. Dolphins minus 10.5 against the Giants. 9% of bets on the Giants. How bad are they, Mike?
They're bad.
Bad enough where we can't take 10.5? Can you give me an update, Andrew Thomas, Saquon Barkley? Tell me they're playing, and I may take 10.5.
I can give you an update that Evan Neal's an asshole.
Okay.
Do you see what Evan Neal?
He's fighting with people on social
the right
media.
tackle, first-round pick from Alabama last
Yeah,
year?
he has not played well.
Okay, first things first. It's never a good idea to attack fans.
No.
It's just a bad idea. Do it to your friends. Do it in the group chat. Do it to your wife. I don't care. Don't attack fans. Andrew Thomas went out yesterday and said...
Not Andrew Thomas, Evan Neal.
Evan Neal. And he goes out and he goes, a lion is never concerned with the opinion of sheep. The people criticizing my play, what do they do for a living? Flip hamburgers? I go, well, asshole, here's your first problem. Do you remember Eric Flowers?
Yeah, he failed offensive lineman for the Giants.
Drafted him out of Miami.
Yeah.
He was fucking horrific, right? He was out of New York in 2 years. Evan Neal is tangibly worse than Eric Flowers by every metric on Pro Football Focus. When you are worse than Eric Flowers, not only should you shut the fuck up, you should run and hide. So it is a disaster. I don't know if Thomas plays. Okay, go this route. The spread was 4.5 2 weeks ago. It's out to 11 and flying. The Giants do not pressure the quarterback. They do not cover anyone.
No, because they blitz, so they have less guys in coverage. They don't
They're
get home.
starting 2 rookie corners. They've moved Adoree Jackson to the inside. Here's your problem. Mike McDaniel's going to be able to dictate whatever matchup he wants, whenever he wants it. Do the Giants really stop the run? No, we don't. Then we go offensively. Okay, they're not as bad as they were last week. Fine. But are they that much better? Well, let's think about this. How many points they have in the first half against Dallas? Let me help you. Fucking 0. How many points they have in week 2? Let me help you. 3. How many points they have in week 3 in the first half? Let me help you again, Jim. 0. They've been outscored 73-9 in the first half of games. Now you're going to go to Miami. It's going to be a zillion fucking degrees. They can't run it. They can't protect Daniel Jones. And you're facing the most athletic, speed demon team on the planet, feasting off of Wink Martindale, which, by the way, Wink, if you're in a long-sleeve T-shirt this week in Miami, you're a complete jerk-off. Stop it. I actually would tell you this might be a bloodbath for the sportsbook. I think the public, Brad and Chad, I think alleged pros, I think everybody with a brain will just bet the Dolphins and be willing to lose. How do the fucking Giants, if the Dolphins get to 30, how do the Giants get to 20?
You gave that stat about first half, and I can pile on. I hope
What
you
are
don't
the
mind.
Dolphins' first half? You know what?
Yeah, please pull it up while you do.
We did this
but let
with
me just
the
give you
Eagles
this.
last year.
Yeah, no, we had some success early in the season, some first half favorites. Here's your stat. Giants have been outscored by 68 points in the first half. That was if you take the numbers and subtract them. Since 2000, no team has been outscored more in the first half of their first 4 games. Mike, I was critical of Daniel Jones. You pointed to the offensive line. Isn't this also a Dable thing? Coach of the year, you got no script coming out of games. You have no ability to score points early.
My problem is when you can't protect, it undoes the best made plans. Jim, I don't know. I don't know.
But to me, if Thomas plays and Barkley plays, I have a semblance of stability up front. I can score a few. I like 10.5, but I don't know that they're going to play, and I don't think Thomas is. Last I read.
So let me ask you. This is a terrible idea, but let's ride together.
What?
Dolphins minus 6.5 in the first half. Dolphins minus 10.5 for the game. 10.5 is on FanDuel currently.
Right. So if you double them up, what does it pay?
No. You just bet them
Oh,
both.
separate, straight.
You bet them both. Look, how do the Giants pace in this game? Where is this offense coming from that I'm missing?
Of the two, I think I'd rather go first half Dolphins.
Problem is you got to be up by 7.
And?
It's a
I just
first
gave you the
half.
stat.
Weird
They're
shit
blowing
happens.
everybody out. I know, but
I don't want to partake, but if you told me,
I'm trying to get
Mike,
creative. I don't think I have enough plays this week. I have some 4 o'clock stuff I like, but I'm trying to find more plays.
Look, the problem is this will be the single most public bet of the week, but the public does win sometimes, okay? They do. Last week, I bet San Francisco, most public game of the week.
Yep.
They won. Why? Sometimes the public wins. Sometimes Team A is better than Team B.
Good beats bad.
Like sometimes a team is fed into the Velociraptor pit in the NFL. I feel like this is one. You want to tell me that Mike McDaniels doesn't give a shit, or Tua is at the club? You want to build a scenario?
Well, the Dolphins are coming off a loss, so you're getting none of that.
And that's where I feel like they're going to fucking ragdoll the Giants.
So you're playing Dolphins.
I'll only do this if you want to. But this is the worst pick we've ever made.
No, we don't have to. We don't
Yes,
have to
we
get
do.
away from who we are.
You asked me to break down the Giants, and I'm at a point where I want to spite bet these assholes.
Okay.
Dolphins, fuck it.
The next game.
Hold on. Do we do minus 6.5 and
This isn't a we thing.
minus 10.5?
I may join you at the end.
No. You're joining me right now.
I'm not playing both.
You have
I'm
to
not
play both.
sinking 2 into this.
Sink 2.
No, I'll sink 1, and I'll sink first half.
You're a prick.
Okay.
Have me break down my own team, put me in a bad mood, and then you don't even fucking bet the game?
Oh, I'm sorry. We talked about one of the marquee brands in the NFL and the largest spread of the weekend.
What's better, Dolphins first half or the game?
First half. Now, are we jerks to do that? I know we're not doing like first quarter totals. We're not that podcast. But I think first half spread is fair every once in a while.
It's fair.
In a dark week.
You're trying to find a way to bet this game. I'm just making a point to you. What have the Giants shown you from a defensive standpoint that is suggestive they're going to hold up? Who the hell has stopped Miami?
Yeah, nobody has.
Do the Giants possess the ability to control the ball, control TOP? Do the Giants just somehow not have stupid penalties and turnovers? Have the Giants shown up in a first half? Like,
They haven't.
okay, so is this the week where the market now is too low on the Giants? Well, my answer is no, because
Okay.
I thought they were a 7-win team preseason.
Okay.
So then
this
if
is
the
a start.
Dolphins are really the Chiefs in different uniforms, and they're playing the Giants, and you have to factor in it's going to be a zillion degrees in Miami. Is the weather okay in Miami this weekend?
Are we getting rain or something?
Give me
Let's
a
take
weather
peek.
report. I don't want to
that's
have
a good
Hurricane
call.
Rita come to town.
Let's take a peek.
How are the raviolis coming along?
Miami weather this weekend.
Yeah, what do you got for me?
Thunderstorms on Sunday, 40% chance. Can't get hour by hour yet.
I can. You have an inferior weather app. Let me help you. Someday Jim will learn, people. Let me take you.
All right.
Let me go this way.
Go to the meteorology desk.
It's fine.
Mike's in front of a green screen.
I don't know how you
See
don't.
this cyclone thing?
I got it.
This
Hold
is
on.
a storm. It's
Hold
going to
on.
hit. Might not want to be there.
Oh, hold on now. Wait a second.
Is it not real rain?
This isn't that.
Is it like Miami, like little sprinkles?
So Sunday
passing
morning.
storm.
Yeah, okay. You might get a drizzle, but it's not going to be actual precipitation that stands on the ground.
So we're talking something small.
And the rain, yeah. Oh, no. Fuck that rain.
Stay full go.
I'm playing it.
Okay.
I hate my team. Guys, do me a favor. Don't play that game. Don't play that game. I'm looking right at you if you're watching on YouTube. Don't play that game. Leave me. Let me. I walk along the lonely road of broken dreams. I'm betting against my team. This is the Spite Store. It is Latte Larry. It's public. It's stupid. It's filled with emotion and anger. It's the worst play of the week. Don't play this game. Fins up.
Do we know about Kenny Pickett?
Yeah, he fucking sucks in his small hands.
Is he going to play?
I don't care. I'm not touching that game with a 10-foot pole.
Ravens -4 at the Steelers. Isn't this Tomlin home dog more than a field goal?
Yeah, and they got Mike Tomczak at quarterback.
It's off an embarrassing loss. Like, this is a Steeler spot, right?
It'll be the most public dog of the week. You don't know who the quarterback is. Correct. The Steelers absolutely suck. The Ravens might actually be good. I'm not laying 4 on the road.
What was that second part?
The Ravens might actually be good. Okay. I am not touching. I know it's a Mike Tomlin underdog.
I'm not going to do it either. It's obligatory. Like, that's the side if you're going to play it, but you don't play every game.
In all honesty, it'll be the most popular underdog of the week in the NFL, and I think they're going to get slaughtered. There's part of me that wants to fly counterculture to it.
And go Ravens. Pile drive. But we got in trouble in week 2 of the season, going with favorites to zigzag. It's not who we are.
No,
it's not how you win long term.
It's a road favorite, which I really don't want.
Correct. North of a field goal.
No, I'm going to stay away. I don't think the Steelers are very good. I just don't.
The last game of the 1 o'clock window, Patriots and Saints. This has moved across the bridge.
Yeah.
It started out where the Patriots were favored, and now the Saints are favored. It's Pats +1.
Yeah, and I don't know what's going on with Carr. I know he wore the protective equipment last week. Their offense sucks. Did you see the stat?
Yes.
Alvin Kamara?
No.
13 catches for 33 yards. It was the lowest yardage total in the history of the NFL by over half. The next closest total when you catch 13 passes in NFL history was 75 yards.
Wow.
How does Chris Olave catch 1 ball and Kamara catches 13? I can't partake.
Dennis Allen as your head coach.
Yeah.
Their offense has been challenged the whole way.
I'm never betting the Patriots again until Bill Belichick's gone.
And think about this.
I'm out on that.
Judon.
Hurt.
Seriously hurt. Gonzalez, their stud rookie corner.
Hurt. Now they traded for J.C. Jackson, who's been a dead body for 2 years in L.A. with the Chargers. It's a stay away, but believe it or not, if you forced me to play it, it would be the Saints. I cannot do anything with the Patriots.
If you forced me to play it, it would be the Saints. Here's the stat I thought you were going to mention.
Go ahead.
3 teams in the league have yet to score 20 in a game. 2 are playing in this matchup, Saints and Patriots. The other one plays on Monday night, the Raiders. We'll get to it. 4 o'clock.
Next, the ED Bowl.
Who can get it up?
Yeah,
if this game lasted more than 4 hours, then
can anyone get it up at any time between 1 and 4?
Okay.
Call us with your number. Like, what the hell, dude? No way am I getting involved in that game.
That's brutal. Okay.